everyone, welcome to my channel. Happy Valentine's Day. It's been a year since last Valentine's Day. Here we are again. I thought this would be a good day to do the video that is the opposite of the one I already filmed, called Why I Would Not Work Out with the MBTI Types. Romantically, not exercising, as some people were confused about that, apparently. And I wrote that in 2016, and I also wrote the flip side of that, why I would work out with the MBTI types, romantically. This just proves that there are pluses and minuses to each side in a relationship, no matter what MBTI type you date. I also wrote this in 2016. It's unedited, except for a few words here and there for clarity. All right, let's go. ISTJ. You'd be the anchor to my fairy dust soul. I could rely on you to be there consistently, and your steadiness would calm my fears. You'd give me a safe, grounded place to stretch out from, and I'd help you explore a little, while expanding your tolerance for expressing affection. ENTJ. If we did work out, we'd be the couple who would finally realize that we accept each other's differences, and still be married and just as in love 40 years later as an elderly duo. We'd be naturally good at what the other is bad at. We'd balance each other and strengthen each other's weaknesses. You'd be the logic to my feeling. ENFP. You'd be my best friend and boyfriend combined. We'd have similar perspectives, yet enough differences for chemistry. You'd vocalize what's going on in my brain, and your optimism would help me when I fall into a negative spiral. You'd open me up, and we'd enjoy some of the happy, crazy things in life. INTJ. We get on surprisingly well once we got past the awkward first layer of acquaintances. You also like independence, time alone, and have little tolerance for annoying people. We'd be a good team and do something that will bring out your secret romanticism, like buying an adorable cat together. I'm obsessed with the idea of INTJs and cats for some reason. ENFJ. You'd be the person who'd wrap me up in your arms and tell me everything will be alright, because you make it so. You'd be the sun to my moon and do the talking so I wouldn't have to. You bring warmth into my life, and I learn to be romanced in a way only you can. INTP. We like all the same fandoms and get so enthusiastic whenever we had conversations, no matter how weird the topic. We love traveling to places around the world together, but also be down to chill and low-key relax. You'd enjoy indulging my eternal curiosity. INFJ. We'd be the couple who's happy being alone, together. Introvert haven of reading afternoons, picnics by the stream, and cuddling with Netflix at night. So alike while being so different. We'd have to work on mutual understanding to keep things going smoothly, but we'd have a soul connection that doesn't happen very often. ESFP. The fun would never stop. You'd find a way to make any task interesting, no matter how mundane. You'd get me out of my head and focus more on the moment, and our life would be full of energy and spontaneity. Your affection would be infectious. ENTP. If we dated, our lives would be one never-ending adventure. Our Nipong would be a magical thing, full of fascinating conversations and inspirations to keep our mutual attraction fresh. I learned to speak more bluntly, and you tune in your biting sarcasm to my wave channel. Your humor would lighten things up, and we get mischievous pleasure out of shocking others with our original lifestyle. ISFP. With our mutual, dominant FI and artistic interests in common, we'd make good friend lovers. We probably live a laid-back, hippie-ish lifestyle, since practical life stuff isn't either of our strong suits. ESFJ. You take care of me like a male mom. Well-intentioned, but sometimes a little suffocating. And out of devotion, do the sensory daily tasks I'm not too fond or overly aware of. You schedule my appointments as well as plan things for us to do together, and you'd build a web of useful social connections nearly single-handed. ESTJ. You'd be the structure I need in my perceiver life to be my most productive self, though I may resist at first. You'd be committed to me and provide steady support in an uncertain world. Through effort, communication, and mutual self-awareness, we create a rewarding union together. INFP. Kindred spirits would unite. Double the strengths, yet double the weaknesses. We'd have to keep on our toes to compensate for mutual flaws and create some sort of balance. Even though we'd be so similar, each would still be completely unique from the other. Spending our days dreaming blissfully, we'd probably finish each other's sentences and revel in our joy and passion and romance. ISFJ. You'd be there whenever I needed comforting or affection, and give it freely. I'd be inspired by your selflessness, and you'd be inspired by my creativity. You'd be attentive and upbeat, and I know I always have someone in my corner. ESTP. With you, I'd have a taste of what it is to truly experience life through all the senses. We may not date long, but I'd enjoy the roller coaster ride and having a shake up from static living. We go away having learned a few new things about each other. ISTP. You'd have more passion under the surface than anyone would realize, and I'd coax it out. You'd be protective over anyone hurting me, and I'd appreciate your good heart despite rough appearances. We'd both share an eagerness to learn about things that interest us, and if I had a problem, you'd do your best to fix it. We'd be our own persons, together. I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope you have a good Valentine's Day. I look forward to getting more videos out for you guys to watch. I have a ton of ideas. I just have to sit down and film them and edit them. I didn't tell you guys this story, but I unintentionally kind of made up my own little word language a bit ago. I was reading this passage in the Bible for my homework, and it said, be fruitful and multiply. And I was reading it out loud. Instead of be fruitful and multiply, I said fruitify, combining the two. And I laughed at myself. And then ever since then, me and my friend have been joked just adding IFI to words. So I think I'm gonna start saying subscribeify on here, because I'm a weird INFP and I'm just gonna make up my own language. So have a good Valentine's Day. Subscribeify. Take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. Bye.